John Lennon would like to speak to you from heaven above and around you now. My name is Nancy Fox. I'm his medium, and I'm one of his mediums that he's spoken by many throughout the years. Here to say, this is John Lennon in my being now, speaking to you loud and clear. Slavery will stop in America if you follow these rules. Number one, do not listen to any bullshitters, and do not listen to FedEx's, UPS's, and snail mail and fax email that are delivered that say, read this, not the previous one. If they say, read this, not Nancy Fox's, don't read that one. Read Nancy Fox's WordPress that I've written by her being directly, and so have many others, and that is the Lord Richard Nixon, that is JFK, the saint and Lord, and God he's become in heaven, such as I am, as we become a God, because we have reached so many all over the earth. And Nancy also is a god on earth. We name her a goddess and claim her this now. We claimed her this a year ago or 5 years ago even. And she has reached so many with her tenacious typing, and that's her word is tenacious for herself, and her pushing to get the word out how to stop slavery, as she knows all the children are being murdered in front of their mother every morning. And she can't smile at all, hardly, because it is so horrifying knowing this is happening. And she can't run and rescue everybody because she'd be murdered under the streets of L.A. County. Because there are so many people under L.A. County doing this, and they lie they're the ones investigating this. And they are the ones who send the FedEx, UPS, snail mail, fax, email, and they're the ones who call out night and day, lying it's all handled and lying it's covered. They are the criminals committing the crimes. They are raping the babies in diapers. They are killing the newborns and teenagers. And lovely young ladies they keep and traffic them even for 10 years. And those, they don't have a lobotomy done or hysterectomy like the others. They don't have their clitoris chopped off with a razor blade like the others, like the small children, wee ones they call them. And the disgusting pigs are lawyers and dressed in suits who cook up stories, they call it, and make fraud bogus papers to frame the mother, to capture the children, to rape them repeatedly, and to traffic them internationally to make mucho or mega bucks of money, something like this, is what they say. They pick the best looking one, the most voluptuous as possible, blonde hair, blue-eyed young children, the smallest, petite ones they can find, to make the most money on them, to rape them repeatedly around the world internationally. And they are packed in a box after half of a hysterectomy could be, or half, and some they might even keep for years. Some are kept for many years, actually, several out of 100, and some are trafficked and planned to be trafficked, and they could be there 30 years, or 50 even, or 10, 15, 12, and then snuffed. They never release them and let them be free again. They keep them in slavery their whole life and then murder them. They kill them, and that's a fact. And the way to stop it is to stop the FedEx and UPS that is coming from what they are calling themselves is the White House staff. Now, the White House is against human sex traffic, and of course Barack Obama is, and he's very against slavery and very against trafficking, and they lie to him, and he doesn't know they're the organized crime ring doing the slavery, and they fool everybody in L.A. County, and they've done it for 1,000 years, and they've done it for 100 definitely, night and day, pulling police and sheriffs and fire stations and capturing people by horse and buggy ambulances even, and framing mothers to courts, and then adopting the children and raping them behind the old-fashioned courthouse. And 50 years ago in the San Fernando Valley, a pack of them would go in a yard and rape the single mom and daughter. A swarm of them come in and stalk them and rape them repeatedly. And that is what they do when they capture them by ambulance, fire truck, police, sheriff, government agency, any one of them, and a courthouse. They frame people with paperwork, and then they capture them to slavery, and then they rape them repeatedly. And the other ways are all explained in Nancy Fox's YouTube and on her 5,000-page WordPress. Everything is there, all the tips. And this is years of work she has done diligently since 2005 when her angel board arrived, and she got the tip San Juan Capistrano. 2007, she got the tip voyeurism. 2008, it said 2 or more live conspiracy are trying to sell her and her daughters to slavery. and many other tips came in, and it said potkeys and gin planning and all these evil things, all these clues she got in 8th summer, and that is a fact. And she's the medium reporting, and she's the one doing the work, not the other bogus ones who are sending fake paperwork, not the ones faxing and lying their Medium for God team, because there isn't one, not the one lying their Son of God associates, not the one saying they're Medium for God rah-rah squad. There aren't any people assisting Nancy Fox. She works alone, and sloppy work, they will say. And why is that? She is broker than broke can be. Doesn't have money because they steal all the money that she is making and earning. And it's profit pay. It's paid to her business, Medium for God, DBA, doing business as a sole proprietor, Nancy Gale Fox-Taylor. And that's her money, and it's her stop traffic office money. They continue to steal. And victims' money, Best Mom money, for her DCFS victimizing.com WordPress story. And she sent that out for years before she put it on WordPress. And money keeps coming and coming for her from that story. And that's what the money is that they are also stealing. They are stealing her rent money, her stop traffic office rent money. They're stealing stop slavery funds. They're stealing her profit thank you pay. They're stealing her business pay, Medium for God DBA. And she's been doing WordPress with me and George Harrison and many others since August 1st, 2012. And jobs were sent to her from her WordPress, and she emailed it all over the world immediately. And she emailed her resume all over the world in August 2012. And many jobs were supposed to be in her post office box in Sherman Oaks that she paid for to raise stop traffic office money and book deal letters for responses and her screenplays and her literary work. And they stole the jobs that came to her that she generated that are for her from her WordPress, from me speaking. And so they've been stealing her jobs from her post office boxes. And now they steal them from No Hope Pack and Ship in North Hollywood. That's her business post office box, Medium for God, DBA. She registered her profit name a year ago, approximately April 4th. And that's her name she uses since 2009 when she began her profit writing for God Almighty. And that's who she is, Medium for God. And that is her, and she works alone, and they don't work with her at all. 1,000 people call out, and life's covered and handled, and no, nothing is handled at all. And I'm St. John Lennon, the Lord and the God above, and I'm here with Princess Diana, Lady Diana of Wells, also crowned a God in London by her speaking out by her medium, Miss Nancy Gale Fox. They are twin souls from a past life. Nancy and Jesus Christ are twin souls from Bethlehem and Nazarene. They were together in that life, and the daughter of Virgin Mary, Nancy Fox, in that life. And they are her guides her whole life, since her birth. And she's the Son of God, Nancy Gale Fox, born at St. Vincent's Hospital in Alvarado, November 4th, 1959, in Los Angeles County, near downtown LA, or in downtown Hoover, Alvarado area, at St. Vincent's Hospital. And that birth card should say, Nancy Gale Fox, Son of God, our Lord, is born today. And that's what they told her parents, and that's who she is. And since she was 17, they have plotted and shystered around and planned to rip her off, to steal her Son of God money, and to lie she can't do the job, and lie they'll do the job. So please follow the WordPress. Thank you very much.